Hello everybody and welcome back to the Dark Souls 2 playthrough. We are now on episode 14 and we are on our way to the final Primal boss. We are getting so much closer now. So let's continue down the road and let's hopefully this episode let's aim to actually get to the boss and kill it. Hopefully that is my objective this time around. I just noticed that Benhart's not here, and I am actually in human mode, so Benhart's not here. I don't know why that is. Usually Benhart is there, inside there, and you can summon him, but for some reason it's not allowing me to. I have no idea as to why. It probably is because I haven't spoken to him enough, probably, maybe. Yes, that is in fact the idea, the reason. When we spoke to Benhart last, before you hit the switch, if you go back and talk to him, or if you just rest at a bonfire and go back to talk to him from Majula Way, then he will continue his dialogue and he will start to move. But until then only, you can't summon him here. So you gotta make sure you do that before you do all of that first. That chest there, you can't get to it unless you... I'm going to get this right first time. If I don't, then I'm going to cry. Ah. Okay. This is such an annoying jump. I hate it. It's so easy to get wrong. Hey, there we go. Got it. The holy water urn. You have to go down the well to then come up the stairs. Such a silly little secret, but it does give you some pretty nice stuff. I say pretty nice stuff. It's not incredible like loot or anything, but it is 5 human effigies, so that's not a bad thing. If you're running out of human effigies, then that is a really good spot for you to get a few extra on hand, ready for boss fights and whatnot. Now, let's continue down. I'm going to use some arrows here because this area here is perfect for... well, it's just perfect for it. There's one down. That guy will not die from the boulder. But you can poison him. And he will die nicely. I'm just going to take a couple of these down. This is an ambush area. There's tons here. I'm going to try and take these down a couple at a time. And try not to get ambushed by these guys because there's quite a few of them. So nameless soldier. Load of rubbish. Now, if you are a spider phobe, then I'd suggest you don't even watch this episode, actually, to be honest. This whole episode is full of them. So, if you don't like them, then I suggest you probably go and watch the next episode where I shouldn't have any spiders in the next episode. So, but as you can see, the door is already marked with spiders ready for you to be spooked. Here come the spiders. Lots of little holes. I like this area. This area is quite cool, actually. I do like the spider area. And down this down here, this guy's got ambushed. There's a bunch of spiders. These guys can jump on you. They are a pain. They've got very low health, but when they do hit you, they do a lot of damage, as you can see. So you've got to be very careful. This chest is booby-trapped. That is a curse trap, I think. I've never actually been hit by it because I don't like it. I just don't like that chest at all. So do be careful of that chest. That also triggers the spiders if you haven't hit them beforehand. Now, this is the boss, well, the first boss room anyway. And this is a nice secret wall that leads you to an Estus Flask shard. So we're going to go do that first. Now, on New Game Plus, there will be a phantom here that tries to kill you while trying to get it. So be careful on that one. Alright then, so this boss fight isn't too difficult. However, it's always pays to be prepared, I guess. I'm actually going to use another one of these repair powders. Alright, let's do this. This is just a side boss, by the way. There really isn't anything special about this boss. Okay. The idea of this boss fight is to stay away from the main guy for a bit until you've killed the side area guys. Because they heal the rest of the crowd. And then once you've killed them, you can go in for the fight. And you can take out the main guys. Again, try and stay away from that AoE. I don't usually leave this guy to last, actually. However, I appear to have done so. And that is literally it. That is that fight. It's really quite simple. Go around and just kill the healers first. And you get a Titanite slab for it. So it really just goes to show you how easy the boss is. Down in this corner here is the bonfire. And we're going to rest at this one because we're going to need the potion. We're going to need the potions and whatnot. Alright, so we can go down the stairs, or we can go up this way and jump down there. I'm going to do that because there's something I want to show you guys. Ah, yes. So this is if you've done all the dialogue up to where I am now, between these two, you will experience this. And you get to choose which side you want to side with. This time around, I feel like I'm going to side with Pate. So let's do that. Be careful though, by the way, because these can still hurt you if the other guy can still hurt you. So just watch yourself. So let's pick up Creighton's steel mask, and in a couple of seconds you'll be able to talk to Pate.
What misunderstanding could have caused this? Well, thank you. I owe you my life. My little pied-à-terre lies beyond here. You'll find some of my treasures there. Help yourself to those that suit you. Here, use this key.
Sora Den key. So he gives you a key to his treasure room, for helping him and making strayed. It's not strayed. What am I about? For making Creighton go bye bye. And that's a good thing, I guess. You know, can't really complain with that. This area down here is where we are going to go to get to the boss fight. And I'm going to jump down to about here, I think, because this area is covered with, well, I'll say covered. There's a couple of them just sort of spread around, and they can petrify you if you're not careful. So just be very, very, very careful. See this guy. What he doesn't understand is that I have poison arrows now. Okay. Inside this room here, which I will get to in just a moment because I'm being attacked by spiders. Okay. This room here, I'm not going to open the door because I've done this before and made the same mistake. Do not open that door by hand, and you'll see why in just a second when I rip it down. You basically get blasted with sand, so be careful about that. When you come in here, you will see another door, and this will lead to Creighton's secret treasure room, if you got the key. So inside this one, you get the engraved gauntlets, which is very nice. But then inside this chest, is a bomb.
That'll leave a nice scar.
And you can hear Pate's voice. So, Pate is actually a lying bastard. Now, if you had chosen Creighton, it would appear that he too is a lying bastard. So either way, they were both telling lies. And that's how the story ends, basically. It's rather one or the other, and you get to choose. You can go back up there and you can go and kill him if you want to. And I think he drops the rest of his of Pate's set. I think the same happens with Creighton if you want to get the full set of Creightons as well. But yeah, that's basically what happens. Ow. That was close. I'm glad that he didn't use these monsters have a sort of a dying animation that can hit you while they're dying, and it's really quite annoying actually. This room is full of spiders, and we are getting so close to the boss now. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome. Alright. Take these guys out as quick as possible. Just the easiest way of doing it is just to take it out nice and quick. This lever, you pull this lever and you'll be able to get to the next area. However, there's this guy that's just sort of waiting. These guys actually can be poisoned. That's interesting. Well, there you go. That's something I didn't know. Says the poison master. A poison expert. Well, not really expert, am I, if I didn't know that. Okay, this is the spider's lair, basically. The way I like to do this is I go down and, well, I say just jump down, but I go down to this one. And then I jump down to this one here. Come around here. Take these ones out first because these are a bit of a pain. Oh, and no, it's this one. This one usually doesn't come here. Ah, that was cool. I killed one that sort of dropped down as I was killing that one. That was interesting. This area has just got tons of spiders. I killed all three of them at the same time. Nice. This boss fight I prefer to do alone, and there's a reason as to why. The positioning of your character is key in this fight. You can summon the Ash Knight Boyd here if you want to. He's a tank. He's really difficult to kill. But he's a pain in the arse because He just doesn't do exactly what you want him to do, and I'll show you the reason as to why I don't summon him when I get into the boss room just in a second. Because this boss fight will be much easier the way that I do it. I'm going to use a life gem. Now the only thing with going alone on this boss fight is you'll have to deal with quite a few spiders at the start. But nevertheless, we're still going to give it a go. I feel like I'm going to lose my durability of this weapon, which is going to be a pain. Alright, here is the 4th and final Primal boss. There he is. So this fight starts off with him sort of pincering the floor. And what I'm trying to do here is take out these spiders as quick as possible. So if I get him to do this move, I can run round to the other side of him and hit his other head. When I do that, I get away, like so. And then when he attacks again, do the exact same thing. Attack twice and move the hell out of the way. And that is basically how you fight this boss. It is the best way of doing it. It's also the safest way of doing it. It's just generally better. Dodge out the way when you need to. And just take it nice and slow. This guy is going to get owned. I've done this fight quite a few times before, so I know how to fight it. Alright. That move is just, it's so easy to do something with it. Careful, do not get hit by those spider webs. They are lethal because they basically coat you in spider webs and you will never be able to run away from this boss. So we're getting really close to killing him now. Turns out that our durability is not going to be a problem. And he's dead. And that is the 4th and final Primal boss. Finish off the spiders. And you have killed the final boss. What the screech that he did at the end there was actually because I chopped off one of his 2 heads. You can do it, and it is pretty disgusting. I must admit, it is pretty damn disgusting. Look at that. And just, ugh, it's disgusting. So once you've killed the boss, come over to this red spot here. This monster up here, this scaled dragon. If you've played through Dark Souls 1, you might recognise it. It's, I think, if I remember rightly, it's Seath the Scaleless. I can't remember. But that's what I've heard people say anyway. So the Great Soul embraced, and that will be fantastic. When we come back here later, there'll be something a little bit extra waiting for us in this area. Okay, let's get to our bonfire and let's get to the next half of the game. We're basically halfway there now. This guy here, poor guy. he just gets owned. You get the bright stone key, and a fragrant manticore and dark quartz ring +1. And we're going to change over to the drangleic sword for temporarily. Oh, what's this? I swear we had a conversation with Vanguard saying that we would bump into Vanguard's head, body, and this is actually it. And luckily for us, we're good enough to know how to fight him. And that is it. Vanguard's armor, gloves, and boots, and the bonfire. Primal bonfire has been lit, and there you go, there you have it, guys. All 4 of the primal bonfires lit, all 4 of the primal bosses destroyed and defeated, and we can now get onto Drangleic Castle. I'm going to gathering of exile. I wonder what that one is.
You are blessed, bearer of the curse.
Make your way to the castle, that's what she said just then. We're going to upgrade our SS flasks. I think we got 3 of these. Let's keep upgrading these. Yes, we have. We've actually got 3 of these. Fantastic. And we've got a lot of souls. Now, however, I'm not going to use these souls on leveling up. I think now that I've killed all 4 of the primal bosses, one of the NPCs has opened up some extra stuff, or it might be a little bit later in the game actually, I'm not too sure, I could be wrong, but I think this lady here,
You've been well.
no, she doesn't yet. Later on in the game she will increase her inventory to some really nice stuff.
No interest.
But it's actually there's a certain point that you have to be in before you can unlock it. Up here is Rosabeth. She's moved and she's now got the Alva set on. She's looking pretty sick.
Oh, there you are. I'm here.
She does not suit the Alva set, I must have it said.
You even were kind enough to clothe me. Thank you so very much. The only thing I can offer is pyromancy. But if that might help you, come to me.
Okay, so we can still buy the usual stuff from it. We can give her other armor if we want to. But that's about it really. She's now like sort of a permanent pyromancy person if we need to do any pyromancy upgrades or whatever. So this guy, let's do a bit of upgrading. We've got Twinkling Twilight not already, so let's upgrade our Bastard Sword a couple more, which is good. So it's great. We can upgrade the helmet, I guess, for now. That's about it, really. That's all we can do as of for now. Did we have the fire longsword? Wasn't the fire longsword? Fire longsword was what we were using at first, weren't we? It was a good weapon. However, we're getting very, very close to one of the weapons that I'm going to be using throughout this playthrough. And I love the weapon that I'm going to be getting. First, let's do a bit of leveling up. Not much though, because I do want to keep some of the souls. Let's see. Let's do about that, I think. 50 is all that we're going to be ready for strength. Let's keep 23,000's enough, I think, for the next bit. Well, actually saying that, we've actually gone past it, but we'll do that later. Okay, so let's get to the next area. Let's get to the next part of the game. I'm going to get to the castle, and that is actually where we're going to end our next episode. So, once you come to the Shady Woods, if we go left here, like I said before, we kind of get ambushed by these guys. Just take these out nice and quickly. Nice and easy. There we go. And we're on our way to the Drangleic castle to find Vendrick, the king of this land. This guy throws rocks at you. It's just pointless. However, in this corner is a nice bit of treasure. It's another ring of life protection. So we've got a couple of these now, actually. Yeah, 2 rings of life protection now. So if we want to keep our souls, then we can do. Now this area is just, I love this area because I can just cheat this guy out. That is another Flexile Sentry that we defeated earlier. However, now this is just a normal NPC now, and just a normal enemy. So, you know, he's still as powerful as the last. Except for this time, obviously, you're a bit stronger than what you used to be. We're just going to range this guy out because he doesn't really do much. So it's just the best way of doing it. You also get ambushed if you go up to try and attack him, so be very careful. So there you go, Flexile Sentry destroyed. That's how easy it is if they don't do anything. So yeah, you get ambushed by this guy if you come and try and attack them. So you have to be careful. Dragon Slayer's Crescent Axe and Golden Falcon Shield. I'll just quickly show you the Golden Falcon Shield. A really cool shield. Very, very small. But yeah, it's really quite a cool shield. Unfortunately, it doesn't give you full protection. So I don't really use it. And the Crescent Great Axe, which is... Also the Dragon Slayer's Crescent Axe, which is this one here. It's not a bad weapon. I've never really used it fully, but it's not too too bad. Oh, we've still got the Arch Sword. I completely forgot about that. So let's put our Bast Sword on and let's continue up to the Drangleic Castle. Here is where basically you'd be stopped if you don't have enough of the souls or you haven't killed all 4 of the primal bosses. This now automatically opens for you if you've got all the 4 primal bosses destroyed. And there we go, we are now into the second part of the game. There have been people that have been glitching out of the map to get through that bit there. I've been watching quite a few guys do speed run throughs of this game and just do glitches to get through half of the game, and it's just fantastic to watch as they just break the game. It's just really, really fun to watch. Someone's done this game in like 14 minutes, if I remember rightly. This guy, very nicely, has just let us. Backstab him. And now he's dead. And he will drop us a Haid Lance. Nice. Very, very nice. Not a bad weapon, but it's a dex build weapon, and it's not something that we'll be using in this playthrough. Towards the end of the playthrough, I may even respec my character just to give you guys a little bit of a difference in combat style, because at the moment it's a pure strength build, which is nice, but it can get quite tedious. So later on in the game, I might decide to do that. I love the rain in this area. The rain actually makes this area. Take these guys out as best as we can. We don't want to be followed by these guys. These guys, now that we're in the second half of the game, this area is going to get, the monsters get a little bit more powerful when they're with their attacks, so you've got to be careful. Oh, come on. You've got to be kidding me. That sucks.
This castle is isolated, but nonetheless you must forge on.
Drangleic Castle, ladies and gentlemen. This castle is so cool. Gotta love it. She only says one line. Anyway, guys, that will do us for this episode. Thank you for watching, and next time we will get even closer to Vendrick, to finding Vendrick. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye, guys.